live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, you are now watching your mans in them live. I'm your mans, Gus the Third.
Yes, sir. I'm your man's Austin Felix.
And I'm your man, Shakespeare.
from a random studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is Your Mans and Them Live.
We back. It's 2023 and we back.
2023.
Live. First live of 2023.
Yo, it's not, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It ain't the new year till it's past January. Like when February hit, that's when it feel like
I'm over people saying Happy New Year.
why?
Bruh.
Facts.
You a Debbie Downer, both of y'all. Happy New Year. It's like a good icebreaker. Happy New Year.
The second week of the year is almost done.
But it's not done yet.
Somebody said it depends if it's the first time you've seen them for the new year.
Yeah, that's when I say Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Right. Because you ain't going to say that. Yeah, that makes sense.
So if February 1st, I ain't seen in a minute. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Nah, stretch.
It's still the new year.
Stretched.
Now, after Valentine's Day, it's like, all right. Now it's getting old.
Hey, Valentine.
We in love now.
You my Valentine, and I'm saying Happy New Year to you.
Right.
Stretched.
Shit.
Don't do that.
What y'all doing for Valentine's Day?
Minding my fucking business.
My man.
You too? You mind
What
your
up, y'all?
business
If
as
you
well?
in the chat, let yourself be known. If you are in the chat, let yourself be known. Your Mans and Them Live is back.
Bike.
Back like we never left. Well, some of us are back.
Shout out to Kyrie and Bello. You know what I'm saying? They still here, you know what I'm saying? They in the gaps that you see between us. What's good, Kyrie? But yo, let's get this show on the road. What I want to talk about. Yo, it's a new year. We usually do set up New Year resolutions. Y'all have any New Year resolutions this year? Resolutions.
New Year.
Do you want a resolution?
One goal. I'm focusing on my health for the whole year. One goal.
right,
Straight
all
up
right.
health. Everything health related.
What do you think the end result will look like?
A healthy me.
What describe it, nigga? You gonna look like a snack?
Nah, hey. Just more in shape. You know, I feel good. I move around good. No fucking joint pain. I'm having back problems, man. I got the back of an 85-year-old, so I'm trying to, you know.
All right, so the end of the year, you gonna have abs?
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
Okay, my nigga.
I already got like 2, nigga.
All right, my nigga. You about to have
I
abs.
already got like 2 of them.
Yo, Your Mans and Them Live Baywatch edition. Nigga, we gotta run this slow motion, my nigga.
Summer 2023, we on Miami Beach.
Word, that's a fact.
I'm not running in slow motion with y'all niggas.
No, you running fast motion and we gonna make it slow.
Hey, yo.
What about you, Shake? What's up?
So my fitness, number one, definitely I'm going to be working on this year. I already started. The gym is packed.
Yo,
Bro.
crazy.
And it's filled with a whole bunch of people I know is going to quit by February. So
Damn, no faith.
I'm sorry.
No faith for the dude who's sitting there on his phone.
At all. No faith in the dude that comes in and rides the bike. No faith for the dude that comes in and watches everybody else. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And but I'm definitely focused on that. Focused on my comedy. That would be one of the things I'm definitely going to be taking full force, man. I can't play with it anymore.
Don't play with, don't. I fucked it up.
Play with it,
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
You fucked up bad,
Yeah.
Gus.
Sound like the
That's why we got a speech impediment.
Make fun of me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just taking it a lot more serious, and yeah, man, taking myself more serious. And this year, I'm definitely not breaking any promises to myself.
Promises.
Promises.
What does that look like at the end of the year, though?
At the end of the year, that looks like a new following of people who support me. Definitely in better shape, and probably, I want to definitely, be in a different place than I am now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
all across the board.
You're A Melody in the chat. We
What's-
see you, A Melody.
How you doing,
Hey,
A
Melody, I
Melody?
started off the show by saying we already, the second week in the new year, we don't want to be saying no Happy New Year's, no more Happy New Year's. But I'm going to say it to you, A Melody, Happy New Year.
That's the last time you're going to hear it from him. But what we're asking is, what is your New Year's resolutions, and what does that look like? For me,
And if you don't care nothing about New Year's resolution, let me hear it.
Yeah, you can also say that too. Like, nigga, I'm gonna do the same old shit because I'm lit and I've been lit and I'm still gonna be lit after.
New Year, same me.
Right. So what's the resolutions, Gus?
My resolution to my resolution. I don't know. Do you
just
want a
gotta say-
resolution?
you gotta say it that way?
Y'all gotta say woo woo. Do you want a resolution?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I said, do you want a resolution?
Whoop, whoop.
Hey.
I said it too fast at first.
Yeah. See? Yeah,
Yeah, cop.
that's the sound of the police. All right.
Pull it over.
Terrible at karaoke.
What's good, Same Music? What's going on? He said, dream big, bitch. Melody said, I made a list for, she said she made a list of resolutions. All right, so my resolution, I wouldn't even say it's a resolution. It's more of a life change, a life-changing thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be more disciplined. And I've been disciplined since the year started.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like discipline covers everything that I want to pursue and achieve. And without it, then it's not going to be anything that I try to achieve is not going to be consistent.
What are you trying to be disciplined with, per se?
My life.
Not my life.
I'm trying to live a more disciplined life. So that covers being more organized, time management, fitness, health. That
Right.
covers pursuing my career goals, my dreams in general. Yes.
Okay.
Get more sleep. That's another thing.
Oh yeah,
I need it.
I've been plotting on sleep.
Yo.
Sleep and fitness coincide. Sleep, discipline, and fitness all go together.
Yeah.
If you're not getting enough rest, it's gonna affect you in the gym. And not getting enough sleep affects your like how you feel. Like if you'll be tired throughout the day, and it's like I don't want to feel groggy the whole day.
Yeah.
There's been points in times when I was on the top of my game before the pandemic hit, and I was up. I'm talking about up early at the gym, home by a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Had breakfast. You know, I'm reading. I'm doing my research, and I just want that back. That's the one thing I miss. The discipline that discipline that I did have.
Are y'all more of early morning people or what?
I'm
Late
both.
night?
I'm both. I'll go to the gym at night. I'll go in the morning. I would prefer to go in the morning because it's empty. You know what I'm saying? You get your workout in, you go home. But get it how you live,
Yeah.
pimp.
I feel like I used to be both, but these days I'm up early.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could be out in the club till 4 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's another.
Back in the day, it was lit, but shit, I'd be ready to go.
I can still do
home.
that.
I'd be tired.
Fucking knees be lit.
Hey, I mean, I could be tired, but which is a bad habit of mine. I fight my sleep, like to the point where I could have nothing to do. I could be at home knowing I'm tired, nothing to do. Like I'm not even interested in turning on Netflix, but because it's a habit for me to turn on Netflix and find something to watch,
Yeah.
to put me to sleep. I'm like up till like a couple of hours doing that.
I'm
shit.
not even gonna lie. I'll be like, I'll look for something to watch and turn my back and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's but what if you can't make a decision on what to play?
Nah, I'll be.
I be an hour. I want to go to sleep, but I'm spending 2-3 hours on trying to find something to go
And
to
then
sleep to.
as soon as you press play on that, what you want to go to sleep to, you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Facts. But sometimes I'll
Watch the
do
whole
that.
episode.
Sometimes I'll do that and then something interesting happen and you
Yo,
just.
that's the
just
worst. Yeah. You turn your back
around,
and you be like,
Be like, word.
I'd be knocked.
Then you 3-4 episodes in.
Melody says, save more money.
That's a
Be
fact.
healthier. Yes, be healthier.
yeah.
And relaunching City Girl Speak.
Hey, we can't wait to see that. When I'm doing is reading a book called Atomic Habits, and for those of us who's out there who has an up and down battle with changing their habits, a tip that I read that I think is very helpful is not to focus on the actual goal, but focus on more of the identity change, like the person you have to be to continue to be consistent with that habit.
Right.
Before I picked up the book, like I knew, like, okay, I've definitely said, yo, this year I'm gonna get to my body. I'm gonna get my body goals. This year, finances is gonna be well. But I've always known that discipline is the main thing I needed to work on. And with discipline, everything will follow. So, like, and it's been easier because it's like I'm working on it throughout the whole day instead of just focusing on a goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was just fitness, I just got to work on eating right and going to the gym and things of that nature. But because it's discipline, it's like it covers that plus more. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change my whole lifestyle.
Yeah, it falls into a lot of stuff because then discipline falls into consistency, which falls into like a whole bunch of stuff.
It's like one of those root core.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's basically what they're saying. It's like a lot of people focus on a goal. The book it says focus on changing your identity rather than the goal, because the goal is short term, but your identity is long term. I love titties, but yeah.
Nigga, what?
What?
Big Joe in the chat, what's good?
Yeah. I miss when we used to do that, man.
Yo, that's a fact.
I miss the year.
Yo, it's dying, right?
I miss the year, man.
It's dying a little bit.
The year is a dying breed, man. We got to bring that back, man.
Shoot, I wanted to ask y'all this question about goals, right?
Yes.
The goals you listed, have you ever pursued it, achieved it, and have you ever, if you didn't achieve it, what was the issue? Like, what stopped the consistency, or what happened? Like, we've all said things in the beginning of the year, tried to pursue it, then something happened. So what happened, and what will make this year different from the other years?
Gus just want us to big up his resolution of discipline, because literally discipline is probably the answer.
No, I'm not looking
Most
for
of
an
the
answer.
time.
I'm not looking for an answer.
You're not.
Oh, but that's what you're saying.
Yeah, my answer is discipline. Like literally, just you get there and then you fall off because you're not disciplined. Like it's that easy.
Consistency for sure. You know what I'm saying? Not only just like, I know I said going to the gym, but you can get up and go to the gym, but having that same push, that same drive when you get there, I like consistency with that. And then also with, finding new ways, like you said, to reinvent myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like being stuck in the same place. That's why one of my goals is to not be in the same position that I'm in right now. Like by the end of the year, you won't see the same Shakespeare. I promise you that.
My man.
And you won't see the same Gus the Third.
Who's that?
I said that already.
Gus the Third 2.1.
You can't take what he said.
I can.
They're my bars.
I don't give a damn.
Big Joe in the chat. What up, Big Joe?
Last question about this is this: what is this? Why do we love to start over? Why do we love the fresh start feeling? I feel like everyone loves a fresh start. Like, that's why sometimes we go on vacations and like, what is it about just letting go, or okay, putting it behind you and like starting anew?
I think that's what I think it's like the verbal confirmation or the mental confirmation that everything that led up to now is irrelevant and it's not going to weigh me down for everything I'm going to do in the future.
Right. And like what we got to realize is it's okay to start over. Like people be thinking like if you start over, it's like the end of something. Like, nah, you're just beginning again.
Yep. Big Joe said when you have discipline, it helps you to be consistent. Yes, discipline is probably the core reason why a lot of that leads to a lot of other things.
But if that's true, why can't we start over more? Like, it's not even about even that starting over. You're not really starting over. It's like a mind thing, right? Just
it's like refreshing to it's like a release. Like you're releasing everything that all the time that you missed or all the wrong direction that you traveled. Like you're basically saying, hey, I'm acknowledging that this was all wrong. I'm letting it go and I'm moving forward in a better direction. Sometimes that mental or verbal communication is better than not saying it or not doing it.
Yeah.
Or not thinking it.
Because I'm thinking about it on another level. Like, just take a week, for example, right? Monday, Monday you supposed to start your week off great by doing everything you're supposed to be doing. If you don't start the beginning of the week the way you want to, they say it's usually gonna be a downhill week. So say for instance you say, yo, I'm gonna work out, right? Every day or at least 5 days out of the week. Monday you didn't work out. Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna work out Tuesday. Tuesday you don't work out. Usually people will be like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna wait till the next week to start over. Instead of saying, you know what? Damn, I didn't work out those 2 days, but I can still work out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's something about the perfect starting over, starting the way that you envision it, like your expectations of it. And I think that's connected with the new year. It's like, okay, because the new year because the year didn't go as expected, I may throw this whole year away.
I see what you're saying.
And then
like if I have a goal for, let's say, September.
Yeah.
Right? Why if I'm not consistent with that goal in March, why don't I say, hey, July, August, I'll pick it up? Why do I say I'll wait till next January?
Exactly.
I see what you're saying. Exactly.
Because I feel like that's the attitude. The attitude that we have for that week is what we're. Yeah. That's what we.
It's like resetting the clock. Yeah. You have to like your clock. You want to reset the clock and then start.
So it can meet expectations.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Just don't throw the year. If the year don't go as planned, don't throw the whole year away. Listen, this whole thing we call life, this journey, is a journey. You're not really starting over. You're just continuing. But you can always improve and pick up. All right?
But sometimes you got to realize that shit not going to go as planned.
Exactly.
It's just that simple. Things gonna go left. You know, things might start off good and then, make a slight turn. These things happen.
Yeah.
Big Joe said, like, once you mess up, people think that you stuck with that decision or lesson. Like, no, you could continue. Just take your L where it is and then start the next day. That's all. Don't start the next year.
And there's no such thing as the perfect start either.
Yeah.
Yo, you can even scale it back. Yo, I didn't go to the gym this morning. I'm going to go tomorrow morning. Nah, I'm going tonight.
Right. That's what I had to do. I did that. The day before yesterday.
So time is the problem.
The day before yesterday, I was like, damn, my plan was to get up early, go to the gym, then work out that way. All right, what's stopping me from going tonight?
Time is the problem.
Yeah.
Besides perception of time is fucking with us.
Yes. But we're going to get into the next segment called News on the Scroll.
Button is that again? News on the scroll.
News on the scroll. So the Golden Gloves happened. Golden Gloves.
Who was boxing?
The Golden Globes.
The Golden Gloves.
Let's talk about the Golden Globes. I don't know if y'all watch Abbott Elementary? I do.
That's one of my favorite shows right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You know, shit.
Let me Google it.
All right, so
you better tune in, brother.
What is it?
Abbott Elementary.
I'm going to just guess how to spell that.
ABBOT.
That's a bot. This is a bot.
All right, so creator Quinta Brunson, and also one of the stars on the show.
Yes.
She received.
That's why I've been seeing her face more often.
Yeah.
She has a show.
Yeah, she started off as a large. Remember her back in the day?
Get it all for him.
A large. Yes. And Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris. He's on the show as well. He also won a Golden Globes.
And what's her name? Shirley.
Lee Ralph.
Yep.
She won a Golden Globes as well. She was on what show was she on?
Moesha.
Mo to the E to the Mo to the. Yo, that
I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan.
Yo, we're gonna have a conversation later on about that. Yo,
I wasn't a fan.
I know the true villain of that show.
Moesha?
No. She innocent.
All right. So yes, congratulations to them. The show. We don't need to clap no more. We got technology.
This is the audio directly from the Golden Globes.
Right. Look how far we came.
Shit. Well, yeah, a couple things happened on that night, but we're gonna speak about that. Yeah. So Quinta won an award. Tyler James won an award. I believe also Eddie Murphy won an award. Yeah. But during Quinta's congratulations speech. Is it a congratulations speech?
Yeah.
Like she won, so she gave her yours to the crowd of people who inspired her, and if it wasn't for them, she wouldn't be here and things of that nature. And we about to play a clip right now, and we're gonna react to it.
My bad.
Show. I created this show because I love comedy. There are so many people in the room tonight who are the reason why I'm here today. Not to be corny, but Henry Winkler, you're one of the reasons I'm here today because of watching you. Bob Odenkirk, I know you're in your drama bag now, but you know, Mr. Show made me want to make television. Do you know what I mean? Seth, I know you're probably high, but from the heart, everything you've ever made me want to make comedy. Comedy is so important to me. Comedy brings people together. Comedy gives us all the same laugh. Hey, Brad Pitt.
Now, she is a African American.
You know, I didn't even know that that's where you was gonna go with this, but I had a feeling when I was. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead. I had a feeling.
Like you watched it from home. Ooh.
She is an African American woman,
Yes, she is.
and
Yo,
there was other African. What?
that was such like a.
He was excited.
Don't do that. My hands wasn't up. No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She's an African American woman, and her I guess her inspirations for where she's at now, they were all white men.
They didn't show up in her acceptance speech if they were black.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They were all white. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have black. She didn't name him that night. She didn't name him in the speech of her black inspirations. And
Right.
you know, guess who was in the crowd?
The GOAT.
The GOAT, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was in the crowd.
Mr.
And-
Clump. Sherman.
Sherman, please. He didn't get no love.
No recognition.
And this is coming from someone who's, African American. I would assume like your childhood had a lot of Eddie Murphy in it.
That's what I would have assumed as well. Like the comedy she grew up watching. I don't know that much about her, but
Yeah.
I assume the comedy she grew up watching was black comedy,
Yeah. And then you said
some kind of black comedy.
you
that would
said like
inspire her.
even like a large, even like her reaction to it.
Yeah, like,
That's
cause my thing is,
Hey, Lily popped up. What up, Lily? She said,
Lily!
wait, she ain't named no black people. No,
no, she didn't name no black
she ain't
people.
black. She ain't no black people.
And she said hi to Brad Pitt, and Eddie Murphy was sitting in the audience. You didn't say hi to Eddie. Now one hi to Eddie, but you said. But my thing is, I'm not knocking her because people do give speeches and forget to name people. But
yeah.
that
Sometimes
was
it's like who you see in the crowd. Is
right.
You get nervous. You up there looking and shit. You just talking like, oh, I see you. Let me call you out. Let me call you out.
Right, but when it comes
Like
to me, when it comes to inspiration, when she said Seth Rogen, I was like, what did you pull from Pineapple Express?
Nah. Like, and this is what I said. There's nothing wrong with the guys that she named. They're funny.
Yeah,
They're funny
yeah.
in their own respect. They're funny.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
But you had Eddie Murphy there. Like if she would have said Eddie Murphy,
We ain't got
that's all we
nothing to
needed.
say.
That's
no
all we needed.
conversation.
She didn't even say Eddie Murphy.
Just give me one black.
But when we was having a conversation about it, I was
Right.
like, based off of probably her upbringing, maybe that's what she was exposed to the most.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, like if I like, what is it, physical humor?
Yeah.
Like that was like
Oh,
if I
he's
had,
animated as
like
fuck.
yo,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is Adam Sandler, nigga from King of Queens, I forgot his name, James Avery.
I
No,
don't know
not
his
James
real
Avery.
name.
I'm wilding.
No.
I don't know his real name.
Doug Heffernan.
Doug Heffernan. But there's a couple white comedians that you can,
Right.
yeah. But I was saying like because of how she was raised, she's probably been exposed to more of that, possibly.
True.
But you said because of what she got popping for, that
Yeah, like-
she
Like, oh, he got money and things of that nature.
Hey,
It's
Lily
like,
said in Philly. She
she's from Philly.
she's from Philly. Yeah.
So it's hard for me to sit there and say like, oh, there was no, I mean, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. But, you don't feel, if those were your true inspirations, then I give it to you. If those are the true, hey, there's nothing, I can't argue that. But I'm pretty sure that there were some black people who inspired you to be there too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you saw Martin. I'm pretty sure you saw Jamie Foxx show, Eddie Murphy.
But they may not have been there. And what if she don't think Eddie Murphy funny?
She's weird.
What if she don't think Donkey was funny? Like,
I mean, Donkey was hilarious. But my thing is, we can't forget to mention those as well, because it's already hard to be on those stages. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we sit here and we have our own icons too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she 33.
She not young,
Right.
I mean,
nigga, I'm not young. I mean,
she-
yes, I am. But I'm just saying, we all old.
No,
now.
I'm just saying, like she should have been watching the same stuff we kind of
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
She's young,
Yeah.
but like, she's 33 now. So
Yeah.
she, 1990 or
89.
89.
Yeah.
89. Come on.
Yeah. She was watching the same shit.
You're just watching the same shit, man. So this I get you having, because one of the dudes she shout out, she was like, "Oh, I know you're doing drama right now."
Yeah.
but-
Better Call Saul, actor from Better Call Saul.
Right. I know you're doing drama right now, but you inspire me, and I get it. Great.
Yeah, I think it was more of she, the like right in the presence.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way from Philly, you black.
I'm just saying, like, that whole room was probably white. You could point out the black face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy. Like, unless he don't, unless
couldn't
you
find him in the crowd?
Yeah, right.
Where's-
Nah, he was in the front though. Speaking of Eddie Murphy, he had a funny joke. he with him accepting his award, we can actually play the clip. But yeah, with him accepting his award, he had I don't believe so. It's probably on on the gram, on the shade room. No plug though.
You already said
just did a silent plug.
But in his speech, he said there's 3 things you can do to be successful. Those 3 things is what kept him consistent or kept him well off in the industry. And if we can't find it in
Melody says that she thought she would have showed some love to the Black Hollywood, or she feels like she should have showed. I think she should have showed love to Black Hollywood.
Melody said she could have said Will Smith. Oh, you found it?
It's very simple. There's 3 things you just do. These 3 things. And I followed it my whole career. It's very simple. There's 3 things you just do. These 3 things. Pay your taxes. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
And keep Will Smith's wife's name mouth.
Yo,
I mean, to me it was funny.
that was funny.
To me it was funny. Some people got emotional,
Why they got emotional?
like Tyrese. Tyrese is an emotional dude, yo.
He is.
I'm so you make dark skinned people look bad the way you be getting emotional.
He
and
his heart on his social
he
media.
be making the smallest stuff and have
no, be back my baby.
All right, let me read what he said. He said, "I'm still Team Will Smith. There's nobody on the earth that will ever influence me to ever have a change of heart towards the biggest influence in my life." What? I'm just saying, man, move. I think he means move on. Move on already. I just watched Emancipation for the 3rd time. I just can't believe how masterful this overall movie is. My brother's keeper.
Sound like he on Will Smith dick.
Exactly.
Now listen, and this is the thing, right? Like he's clearly
Get off West Philly dick.
he's clearly a very big fan, right?
Right.
But he sounds biased in this situation.
That's what I'm saying.
And when you're biased in a situation, you just making noise.
Yeah. But it's like a joke.
That's just honestly that's just how I feel. Like it's you just making noise at this point.
So what he just translated is what I wanted to say. Get off his dick.
The Tina Show. With shout outs to the Tina Show.
Yeah.
She said that's the issue
Tina
with me.
Bina.
She said that's the issue though. Me.
Mel.
Oh, Mel. Oh, my bad.
Hey Mel.
Hey, Mel girl.
She said there's no black Hollywood. We are Hollywood. and who inspires me may not inspire the next person. Validating each other is important, but it isn't mandatory.
I can agree. I can agree.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, you know,
Tina show dropping the bomb right there. You know, we agree
We ain't
with
got
you.
the bomb button, man.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
She said, and Eddie Murphy, the GOAT, didn't need validation from Quinta, nor did any other black person there. They earned their invitation without the validation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it being based off their merits and, you know, their skill and their work throughout their career. But in that moment, I would have loved to see some of the people who may not have a seat there that inspired her be noticed.
Another thing, this is the last thing we're gonna talk about for this. They said with Tyler James winning, everybody has Chris. They said they can see him playing Eddie Murphy in a biopic. React. Y'all want to see a picture of them together?
I mean, you can look like him, but
Yeah, he
I'm
do.
trying to think. I'm trying to think of like his acting. I think biopics is tough because like you really got to become that person, right?
Right.
You know,
Right.
like the way, you know, like Jamie Foxx, like, you know, that's the kind, like when I think of biopic, I think of how talented Jamie Foxx is.
Where you play Ray.
Ray was fire.
He's about to play Mike Tyson too. So, yeah, I definitely see what you mean. I can see it. I can see it. I could definitely see it happening.
Maybe.
I never even thought about Eddie Murphy doing a biopic, but if he does,
I mean, his life is that
Yo.
polarizing to have.
yeah, who gonna play his brother then?
Who, Charlie?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
See my brother Eddie.
Yeah, my brother Eddie, you know.
See Rick James.
Rick James kicked it right in his chest. I'm bleeding inside my chest, Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy.
Should I gave you this? Oh shit!
Should
I
have
fucked
never
it up.
gave you.
There's a lot of shit going
Too
on.
fast.
Doctor says, all right.
I'm gonna watch that.
I would just like to give a shout out to us. I would just like to
That's
give
our
a,
first day back.
I would just like to give a shout out to our sponsors, YMATL.
That's a fact.
Ooh, beanies and other merchandise coming soon.
Hey, that hat look fire.
Just Cash App Gus the Third.
Don't do that, because your man's in
And
them
you could give
live
me- you could get
got
your
their
beanie.
own Cash App.
That's a fact.
You're greedy.
Cash App both.
No.
All right, moving on. So we found this clip about this young brother talking about how other brothers and sisters didn't really accept him because of the manner in which he spoke. They said he basically said he could relate to the other kids that would say, "Oh, you sound white," and things of that nature. So we're gonna play this clip, and we want you guys to react as we react. And
How long is this clip?
it's only gonna be like 15 seconds.
Because his voice was annoying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
But yeah,
You know what?
very interesting.
I ain't gonna lie, that funny shit that fucking bumped it up. I gotta hold on. I'm close.
Can you keep up? Has anybody ever told you that you sound white though? Has anybody
I got it.
ever said you sound proper?
All right, about to play the clip right now.
As a child, I was bullied by my own black peers, basically because of the way that I talked. Because my speech had absolutely no African-American vernacular English in that.
So you know what I really want for this brother and for those of you who feel the same way that he does?
Wait,
I
did
want
the-
y'all
did
to
we
be
skip the
fucking for
beginning?
real.
No.
Okay?
Oh.
Get you some actual black friends who are going to explain to you why we didn't like you growing up. Because it seems to me that you guys are stuck somewhere in the past believing that the reason why we didn't like y'all is because you guys spoke articulately while the rest of us were just running around speaking like hoodlums. Now I'm going to use this man's words to prove my point, so let's get into it.
My father was a cop, my mother was military. Speaking AAVE was not really our style.
So the first thing is your parents. Make no mistake, you told all
write
of
that
us
down,
that your
y'all.
mom was in the military and your dad was a cop for a reason. Followed up with telling us how AAVE wasn't your style, which we all know in households like yours was code for too black or ghetto. So when you came out onto the playground running behind Timmy and Tom, well, they were being real racist and rude to us. You were too busy trying to be safe with them, making us not feel safe with you.
Drop the
real
mic.
issue is that your parents forced a similar.
She got a sharp voice.
Yeah.
My fucking ear hurt.
You stupid.
Just cutting it.
But listen,
All right, first I want to define what AAVE means.
I want to wait. Before you
I put it in the
define it,
chat.
I want to know who in the world in the chat knows what AAVE is.
Word. Don't Google it either.
I got it right here.
No. But I
Don't
want to know
Google
because
it
I ain't.
either.
When he said, that, I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah, what is AAV? Because I don't speak the AAVE.
To my people in the chat. Which
Are you with me? Sorry.
AAVE.
Which one of y'all know what the AAV is?
Is that
AAVE.
Avon?
AAVE.
Avon had some good cologne back in the day. Black suede. Anywho. Hey, I'm sorry.
Ain't that deodorant?
Yeah, they have deodorant, but it's also a cologne too. That was like one of the first colognes I was rocking. Smelling like
Yeah, everybody in the chat, make sure you hit the live button just to refresh and make sure you caught up to the stream.
Right. All right, so what does AAVE mean?
Yeah.
I'll read the definition. It is short for African American Vernacular English.
You gotta say that a little bit better.
African American Vernacular English.
All right, my man. We gotta make it real with that. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Content.
African American Vernacular English. African American Vernacular English. English.
All right, so I've definitely been amongst, I mean, as a kid, you're amongst children, and some children sound different from others. Some children speak better than others. They have more speech class. And I've definitely heard other kids say, "Oh, you talk white, you know, things of that nature." And sometimes they were bullied for it. But I've never seen someone who was accused of that like respond in that way and like, you know what, I'm gonna be white now. Like that's what it sounded like he doing. Like, you know what, I can't be with my own people. It's a shame. Like
Yeah.
nah, nigga, we cut ass. Like when it comes to cutting ass, we gonna find something that's different,
Anybody
and
can
we gonna
get it.
point it out.
Anybody could get it.
Exactly.
But the thing is that I realized that the lady said in the video is that, you mentioned the fact that your mother was in the military, your father was a cop, and AAVE wasn't your style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm looking at it like, all right, because I don't think it's anybody's style. I think it depends on how you grow up.
Yeah.
So like if you from New York, you're not gonna say water. You're gonna say water.
Water.
You know what I'm saying?
Water.
Water.
You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna say certain things a certain way. I mean, if your parents made it their mission for you not to speak like that,
Yeah.
then kudos to them.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I don't think like saying, "Oh, I was bullied for the way I talk." You wasn't bullied for the way you talk. You was probably a dick. And then you probably, treated people a certain way that made them say, "Okay, now you're gonna be a victim."
You know what's so interesting about being raised?
You know what's so interesting?
Hey, you bullying me? Did I do that? You know what's so interesting about this shit? Like, he didn't learn how to adapt. Right? So I'm thinking about how I was raised, heavily Christian household for the most part. And there was a certain way I was supposed to carry myself.
Right.
If I was to carry myself the way my mom taught me to carry myself, I'll be getting my ass whooped a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, compared to how my dad was like, "Hey, yo, you know what I mean? Slap a nigga slap you" type shit.
Right,
so
right.
It all depends on how he was raised. And it seemed like he was raised to feel like he was better than and things of that nature. So if you
like a snob?
Yeah, it's like, yo, if you come in class with that attitude, you get slapped. Why come the next day with the same attitude? Adapt, nigga.
It's like you gotta get like used to your environment, right? The people around you, speak a certain vernacular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They move a certain way, and you coming in there all snooty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With your nose in the air, they gonna look at you a type of way, like, yo, who's this dude? But at the same time, there's one thing that the lady said that we didn't get to that part where she talked about code switching.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people know how to code switch. You know when you with your peoples, you talk how you talk, and then when you probably get in a corporate setting, you just it's a different conversation.
You just gotta squeeze your cheeks. So yeah.
I think it's a good. That was weird. That was weird. I was gonna try to talk past that, but I think it's a positive to adapt. But I don't think everybody should adapt. I agree with what the girl was saying. Right? It's more than the way he speaks. It's all the characteristics and the attitude and like there's more to it than just the way you speak.
Yeah.
Like I know people. I feel like I've gotten that before. How I speak, right? But it's like my actions and who I am, and the culture I know and the culture I respect and represent and blah, blah, blah. Like it's more of that than, and I'm not a snob and I'm not being like I'm better than you because I talk better. Like, no, It's never that.
That happened to me in elementary school. Like I'm talking to this kid, whatever, I'm talking, and he's like, why you sound like that? I said, sound like what? He said, you sound white. I said, what does that mean?
Right.
And that's always been like an argument. Like, what is white? And they say white equals proper. And like, no, nigga, it don't equate to that. It's just proper.
Right.
That's
proper English.
You said that literally triggered memories. Like people literally used to say white equal proper. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Nah, nigga.
I'll cut your ass with this
word.
proper. You feel me? Like if that shit come back, it's like I'll cut your ass while I'm speaking proper. Like,
I will slice you with thine vocabulary.
With the vocabulary. Bring that ass here.
we got to get to some of these.
Bring thine.
Bring thy ass hither.
Bring that ass nearby.
Oh, shout out to Kyrie Classy in the building. Yeah.
My boy
Kyrie
K Class. See, Kyrie got code switching down to a science. All right? That's Kyrie's my guy. Because he'll in the same breath, will let you know about yourself in a corporate way. And then squeeze a nigga in there.
Little
Kyrie
bitch
said-
at the end.
Kyrie says, I think we shouldn't assume that every black person has been around enough black people. Sometimes there's the token black person who was brought up around more white people, but shouldn't be a snob or presumptuous. Presumptions? What? Presumptions?
In other words, get your snooty ass out of here. You could grow up who you grow up around, but then it's like don't pass off that.
Pass the Dutch.
All right.
Pass it to the next topic.
It's a pass the Dutch.
Speaking of promises, how do you guys feel about promise rings? Have you ever thought about giving a lucky lady a promise ring?
No.
Me neither. No. If I'm buying you a ring, it's gonna be the real thing. You heard? Or a ring pop.
Let's go with your mans, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy. Some things you just gotta let it die.
Yo, wait, hold on.
Respond.
Clip that.
Make a beat with that shit.
So
I honestly listen. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was a YouTuber and some girl, the YouTuber guy. He gave his girl
wasn't it Lil Wayne's daughter?
Honestly,
Reginae?
I have no idea.
I think it was her.
Reginae Carter.
Mm-hmm.
It was Reginae.
Reginae
Carter.
Yeah.
She got a promise ring from her man. I think he's a YouTuber, and I think they've been together for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were kind of throwing their comments out there like every other day on Instagram. You just get these world of negative comments talking about promise rings. Mm-hmm. And I kind of wanted to ask you guys, like, is there what's the negative behind giving someone a promise ring?
I don't think there is a negative. Except for spending money.
I feel like a promise ring basically says like I won't make a mistake.
Or it's like saying, here's a promise ring. this is me showing you that I'm committed to you.
Or that too.
A promise ring could be, but is that negative though?
No, not negative.
So are we saying what we feel like a promise ring represents, or
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay, so I think a promise ring represents I want to marry you in the future or get engaged. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I promise to be faithful.
Yo, if you give your girl a promise ring, but you have no views or no vision of y'all being
future?
married, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy. That's
and
mad
the
toxic.
thing too is like,
That's
and a
mad
lot of relationships, they try to establish exclusivity, right?
Yeah.
I think a promise ring, from a male's perspective,
Right.
and obviously we're different here, but I think that helps with solidifying that exclusivity.
I could agree with that. But
I don't see anything against giving a promise ring.
But
I don't see it either,
I'm not giving you after 6 months. My bad. Wait, what? I missed something. I missed something. Oh, I said something.
Nah, he was trying to speak. He's like, can a
my
pencil?
My bad.
Can the girl give you a promise ring?
Nah, it's like saying, like, how would you
it's
feel
like if
if
she
she
proposing
proposed
almost,
to you?
you know
It's
what I
the
mean?
same shit.
I mean, it don't have the same meaning as
My girl give me a
being
promise
proposed.
ring, I ain't wearing it. Wear that shit. If I do, it's gonna be on the chain. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting that shit
This
on my
nigga
finger,
ain't
though.
faithful.
Nah, but see, like how you see it is different from how I see it. You
Yeah.
see it as a way to it's like a symbol of commitment. I see it as, yo, this is a promise that we're gonna get married. I don't got the money right now for a wedding ring or an engagement ring, or we may be too young, but here's a promise that I want to get married to you.
Yeah.
Anything less is weird. Like, yo, this is a promise that, yo, we gonna survive this year. Like,
I mean,
Not survive this year. That's crazy.
I mean, my thing is if all right, you give him a promise ring after a bad situation, does it hold the same weight?
say it again.
You give them a promise ring after a bad situation, does it hold the same weight?
Yes. It's actually, because the emotions are high, it's probably really intense. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's like giving a gift.
it's like if you were on a cuff of breaking up, and you give her this ring, it's like, shit, it's kind of like manipulation a little bit, kind of. Especially if you
To
know,
give a ring after argument.
like not after an argument, but after like a huge event in your relationship where it was like a make or break thing, and you giving her that ring, like she could see it in two different ways. She could see it as, oh my gosh, he really loves me type shit.
Yeah. Right.
Like this this is a rocky patch on this long journey that we have, or like this nigga trying to he want me to
Trying to butter me up.
yeah. He trying to he want me to be stuck with him type shit.
Right.
Yeah. Like another empty commitment or empty promise that you
Yeah.
have. Yeah. So that's what you got to know your chick.
Yeah, that I would say that really comes down to the chick and the situation.
Yeah. It could be very toxic though.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if you know you ain't shit, but you buy a promise ring, that ring ain't shit. if she know it, and if she wear it,
Get this promise
Damn.
ring. I promise you I ain't shit. Put this on.
right.
So you
Jackie
just know.
Cabrera said, "Nah, that's a I'm sorry ring."
See?
Melody said, "I was given a promise ring when I was 16 years old. What kind of ring was that? I am very curious." But
Cracker
she
Jack.
said that she said the dude was talking about marriage, and she's like, "Yeah, we're only 16." Eventually, she gave the ring back, and he was mad at her. 16 years old and a promise ring.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they was doing that. They was doing that.
They was doing that?
Yeah, they was doing that.
Shit, it wasn't me.
Niggas, yo, we had our friends who was really romantic back in the day. Like niggas that was doing shit that was like in movies. It was like, yo,
Right.
you need to stop chilling with your mom.
That's what we were saying. Remember we were saying that. We were just talking about people who got married at a young age.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we was talking about that.
And like I said that I think the people who get married at a young age they're really like romantic, heavy-hearted people. Right. They're ready to lock down and be committed without seeing what's
What's
ahead
out
of
there.
them for the next
Yeah.
10 years,
Right.
15 years, right?
Right.
Like they're like, listen, no, I'm a lover. Like I found what I love, and I don't care how young I am. I'm gonna lock this down, and I'm gonna be married.
I just want to put this out there. Ain't nothing wrong with loving.
No,
But loving without experience could be a detriment to you. If you don't
Speak on it.
If you don't like I'm not saying that you can't find your high school sweetheart, marry them, do all that. I'm not saying that. But exploring your options, not saying go out there freak. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga's a hoe. But what I'm saying is like, if you are with someone and y'all hit a rough patch and they're like, oh, let's take a break. Explore your options on that break. Take advantage of that break.
Freak in the morning.
You know what I'm saying?
Take a break is such a crazy statement.
It is.
That shit is
no,
gray. That is gray.
It is gray because what could come from it is they be like, oh, let's take a break. And as soon as they see you moving like you taking a break, then it's a problem.
Yep. Break. You want to take a break?
Is this a break or a timeout? Because it's different. But what I'm saying is I feel like some people should definitely explore their options. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have to see what's out there. I'm not just talking about being in a relationship. I'm talking about, travel. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, experience different things. Like, talk to different people. See what's really out there for you before you make a solidified commitment.
Yeah.
Live more.
Live your life.
I mean, they're lovers. They want to live with their partner.
True, but then
I can legit understand. I don't think I can do it, but I can legit understand why people get married like fresh out of high school. Like I can see they're lovers. Like that's what is first for them.
Life didn't hit them yet.
But then it comes down. All right, you get married early. You have kids. You know what I'm saying. You probably get a house, get a career, whatever. And then you look down the line and realize, I didn't really do shit.
Yeah.
You did this, but that's the thing. They don't see it that way. Like a lot of people see it as like I'm doing the shit I wanted to do. Like I wanted to. Like I've talked to people who were 20, 21, and they were like, I want a family. I want to have like
They want to lock it down early.
You dead ass serious. Like you want to have a family and kids right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't say that. Yeah. Those are the people that they're not turning 34 and thinking, oh, I wish I didn't have a kid when I was 21, right? Like they wanted that kid when they were young.
But I'm interested to know. The real question is this.
We are in the chat. What's up?
How many of them?
How many of you got kids?
How many of them regret their decision, if you know, of getting married early? Are they still happy? Or do they still present themselves to be happy? If they
the people that I know, I don't know many people that kind of talk about regret or their relationships are over.
It'd be the old heads.
Yeah.
Be like, boy, go back in time.
Hear me out.
I'm hearing you.
I get out of high school, I get married. I'm married for the next...
Not even college.
Yeah, not even college. Right out of high school. First year of college, I get married. Boom. I'm married for 5, 7, 8, 10 years. Let's say I call it 10 years. Shit go wrong, I'm divorced. Right? Now I'm in my 30s, and I can find another partner. Now, if I get married in my 30s, 10 years divorce, you're going to be 50 with a boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
you know what's so crazy in the
is
way...
it harder to date when you're 50?
I don't think so. I think there's always a pool.
If you play bingo.
I think it's... Yo.
Hey, baby, G34.
It's crazy as you get older, you start thinking more on a time level, like, yo.
The scale, yeah.
Yeah, like, especially even with careers, there's like, yo, or going to college, like, you start making decisions based off of, like, by this, how long will it take? Like, this is taking this amount of time out of my life. Like, and you start, that's very, very interesting. In my early 20s, I wasn't thinking like that. But there was some mature dudes that knew that. Like, their mind was on that type of.
But my thing is, like, like, you first year college, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that ain't getting them was getting some.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's falling out the tree. What past classes?
I do understand blindly being in love or being satisfied, being cool with who you are, with who you're with. Like because that person satisfies everything that's on your list, right? You don't need to dabble and dabble everywhere else. Like
you satisfy everything on that person.
Exactly.
Those are the people that get married early.
Yeah.
Both heavy hearts, satisfied, comfortable. They want that. They want it now. They want that. They want that love now. They want that family now. They want that future now.
True, but that temptation though. If you're strong enough to to resist the temptation.
Resist the ass in the club.
You know what I'm saying? Like going out, partying, all that stuff. Like,
listen, if you want to cheat, just go out of the country. Yo, so next.
if you want to cheat, just go out the country.
Don't leave a trail. I don't condone cheating though. I am myself not a cheater, and I've never cheated. Got to clear that up. Anywho, what do you guys think in the chat? Let us know. Let's get into ears to the streets. Yo, it's 2023. It's a lot of.
oh, you wasn't going.
What happened? Oh, comments. Oh, okay, my bad. Shit, hold on. Help me out with this, man. I'm dyslexic.
He didn't say it
Yeah,
right.
I know.
We believe him, y'all. We believe him.
That's fucked up.
All right, so what we got in the chat? What y'all talking about? All right, I got Tina's show. We're going to read her first. We got to remember that the youth doesn't always mean inadequate thinking and unrealistic desires. The end age doesn't always harbor wisdom. That is true. Jackie Cabrera?
Yeah, I read that. We're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I just went to
right.
Tina.
How you pronounce the last name?
Cabrera.
What'd I say? Africa. Sorry.
Chill.
Shout out to you, Jackie. These are all jokes here. All jokes. All right, so we're going to get into news on the scroll.
What?
News? No, shit. Here's to the streets. I had a little lag. I just got off the plane, you know what I'm saying? New Year's, I do big things, you heard. House party. Who's seeing that? Who's seeing the new house party? I want to see it. I know it's going to be trash. Movies where there's a whole bunch of big names is always trash. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like Space Jam was trash. And who was in it? LeBron James. Who is probably an executive producer in the movie? LeBron James. Who's an executive producer in this movie? LeBron James. So I feel like, his track record right now, even though it's one movie, according to my knowledge, I have low expectations, but I want to see the movie because I feel like it's going to be produced well.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
watching me. Sorry.
I feel like because of the nostalgia, because of what we got, our version of Space Jam will never be. Nobody could top it. Nobody could top it. Like. As far as soundtrack goes, as far as so many things came from that movie,
it was a real movie. It was life lessons in that movie.
Right.
Michael Jordan was in it. Enough said.
The GOAT.
LeBron James, he fire. He a good ball player. I don't watch basketball, but that's what I heard. But the movie, But house party.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts of house party? You watching it or not?
That's another thing, like the nostalgia of house party, like. The first house party was set the tone. You know what I'm saying? The second one was cool too. I like the second one too. But that first one, it's like
Isn't there a third?
There's a third one too.
I'm happy they stopped there.
They didn't.
They
did a 4?
Kid and Play stopped there.
Yeah. Kid and Play stopped at 3 or 2?
3.
Okay.
3. They stopped at 3.
I didn't even know they did a 4.
They did a 4 with Marcus Houston and them. Trash.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
trash.
It was like their uncles or some shit.
Right. They did. I think they did a 5th one too. Yeah. I think they did a House Party 5. No, they didn't.
Let me check.
I'm not sure, but it was like after the 3rd one, that was like.
Yeah. Tina Show says a new house party was not necessary. I agree. She says she will not be seeing it.
Yeah, house.
She said, I wish they would stop recreating classics.
Yeah, because
we were talking about that. Recreating classics is tough.
The original House Party was a moment in time. Like, think about it. It's the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. At that time, you got some of, you know what I'm saying? You got a fresh Martin Lawrence. You got a fresh Tisha Campbell. What's her name? The one that played Tyrese's mother in Baby Boy. Something Johnson. I can't remember her name. But she was in there young. full force. Kid playing, like, you know what I'm saying? Up and coming comedians that's in there. It's like, yeah, was it a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Was it a lot of star power? Yeah, but it was up and coming star power. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you
So some big names in the new house party are LeBron James, DC Young Fly. DC Young Fly is
You working out here.
I fucks with him.
yeah.
Kid Cudi, Lil Wayne. I don't know anybody else, to be honest with you. Oh, Rotimi's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin Gregg. I know Melvin Gregg.
Yeah. He did good in Snowfall. Melvin Gregg. Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't duplicate that.
Yeah.
You can't duplicate the first house. You can't duplicate the second house party if you wanted to.
Anthony Davis, of course, is in there.
But do you think is it possible to recreate a classic and make it a classic for today's generation? Like they can look at the Brandon with the same awe.
Now, and this is the thing, right? Like it's all about your target. If they in there dancing, you feel me, and they getting sturdy and they rocking and all that, like then it's like, all right, this is kind of relatable. It's these times. Like I'm actually curious now. I want to watch it because I'm curious to see if they could amount to today's generation.
If they would have did it at the height of Light Feet, that
would have been fire.
That would have been fire.
That would have been fire.
That if they would have did it at the height of Light Feet, you know what I'm saying?
They missed the window.
They did.
They're gonna be in there motherfucking TikTok.
Imagine you got.
I don't even think. See, and that's just like I feel like expectations are getting high because I don't think it's gonna be about that.
No?
I think it's about like the premise is there's two party promoters that are down on their luck when it comes to their finances, and they cleaning up somebody's crib and mansion. And they like, you know what? We should throw a party and get the bread. And it so happens to be LeBron James' crib.
But it's missing the fact. All right, this is what it's missing, right? In the original house party, it was, you know, kid and play. They both like they popular in school. They both rappers. You know what I'm saying? They dance, and then Play's parents go out of town. Yeah. So he decides to throw a party, right? Lit. Tell the school, everybody in the school gonna be there. You get there, kid gets in trouble. So he got to sneak out the crib in order to go to the party, right? Any kid could relate to that. Yeah. Sneaking out the crib to go somewhere where their parents was like, nah, you can't go. Are kids
sneaking out anymore?
Nah. I don't know.
Like that's a good question, right? Are kids sneaking? Like what can kids relate to nowadays? Like that's what we got to think about. Like
the freaking they see the new iPhone in the movie, like, oh, I got that phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the fact back then that they didn't have all this technology, you know what I'm saying, made it like, yo, damn, you really had to be strategic on how you snuck out the crib. Yeah. Like you had to be, you know what I'm saying, you had to be popular, you had to be hip to the new dance. You had to, you know what I'm saying? The culture, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's missing.
Definitely, it's not gonna be that. It's definitely gonna be an easy produced, big name movie, I feel like.
A cash grab?
Yeah.
Is it a cash grab?
But listen, low key, I hope it's good. Like I really do hope it's good.
I mean, yeah,
I have low expectations, but I hope it's good.
I don't wish bad on the movie, but I know that, you know, with a title this big, it's like, cause I know what house party meant to me. So it's like, for this to mean that for this new house party to have that same magnitude, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Let me ask you a question.
They definitely skipped out on the because I'm looking at the years. The original house party, 1990, right? And then the fourth one, the last one, was in 2001, right? So there's no house party with that like we were just playing Lil Jon, Sierra era. Like there's no house party in that era. 2 decades.
Imagine that though. Imagine if you had like people from the South, then you had, you know, at the height of Light Feet. Imagine that.
That party.
And that's the main issue with people recreating classics. Y'all, whether you try to do a part 2 or 3 of it, y'all wait too damn long. Y'all wait, nigga. Like, why we need a part 2 of something that's been like 30 years? You know what I'm saying? But wait, hold on. Wait, Avatar just did that recently. I didn't really see it.
Avatar is not doing the buzz that. But you know, I didn't see it yet, but I'm still gonna see it honestly because I think the first one was really good. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, that big ass gap, and then like the lack of promotion and all, like it
Right.
takes a lot. You know what I mean?
But look,
And the attention span is not what it used to be. So
Yeah.
it's like if you're not in my face and I don't see you, it's like, all right, go on.
Yeah, sequels and recreations. You got to be good with your
how you,
timing.
I mean, I'm gonna bring. We talked about this before, but Rush Hour 4 is coming out
Right.
soon, I think. But you know what I'm saying? That's a part. That's 4.
Here's my thought. I'm gonna say this. I think Rush Hour 4 is gonna be better than Bad Boys 3 was.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I think Bad Boys 3 to me, it was a little corny. Like they were doing too much to be the characters that they were motherfucking a lot of years ago, right? Like
And mind you,
I didn't think it was a bad movie though. I enjoyed it.
when did Bad Boys 2 come out?
I'll tell you right now.
19.
No. I think it was 2000. It was either 2003 or 2006. It's one of those 2 years.
2003.
2003. So
Bad Boys 3 was 2020.
it was 20. Like that's a big ass gap. If they would have,
17 years.
But it wasn't bad. Honestly, don't think. Yo, let us know in the chat. Was Bad Boys 3 bad?
Bad Boys 2 set the tone. Don't get
Bad
me wrong.
Boys 2 was crazy.
Yeah, that
Bad
shit
Boys
was fire.
1 was good,
Yeah.
but Bad Boys 2, that was one of those sequels that was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
2 was 2. I think 2 was hard to top, and that's why 3 was so bad.
Right. If they would have did like 3 years later, like in 2006, that would
It
have
probably would have been fire.
Right.
But
It
that
would've been
big ass
good.
gap, and it's like
Martin Old,
like Tina Show said,
Will Smith
just
old.
stop. You know,
But
what
they
I mean?
was
Just
playing
stop.
with their age too. They was like, damn, and shit, like, I can't do this shit. Now, that's funny.
It was a little corny.
Let me say this.
But I
be
think
re-
Rush Hour 4 is
In
gonna
real
be-
life, if they was in real life cops, they'd be retired.
Rush Hour 4, I mean, Rush Hour 3, when did that drop?
Rush Hour 3, I didn't really like it, but it grew on me. It grew on me. I didn't really like it too much when I first seen it.
Damn,
I
Rush
love
Hour
Rush
3
Hour
was
3.
2007.
Rush Hour 3 was 2007. Damn. These niggas is old now.
Oh, fucking Shy Shin, remember that shit? But and that's the thing. Rush Hour 3 is so funny, right?
Right.
3 was funny. It's
was
it's not.
shaky.
It's
It was-
some shaky.
Nah, it was funny to me.
It's funny. I don't know. You know what? I might have to take my statement back.
Is it funny?
It's
as
been a
watch
long
again.
time.
And this is what I wanted to say. I
been a
wanted to
long
say that
time.
when our classics, the movies that we hold so gracefully, like this was my childhood.
Right.
When you rewatch them and you see it wasn't as good as you remember it, does it still change how you feel about it? Like, can it?
If I could sit and rewatch it, I'm happy. There's movies where I realize that if I can't sit through and rewatch it, it's like it probably wasn't that great.
Right.
Like I'll just accept that there.
Yeah. Like,
I just watched Stomp the Yard over.
Yeah.
I was in that. I'm fucking standing up in front of the TV like.
Oh yeah.
Nigga did the little
Knucklehead. Yo, word. Yo.
That move was trash. It was trash.
Yo, there was a couple moves and stuff the yard that was trash.
But the movie, like
Yo.
the hype and the intensity in
Yeah.
the movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And then I found out because it was on
You
TV.
watch that shit. Neo can't dance.
Right. Yo, no, you watch.
But then it was on TV, and I found out that there was a Stomp the Yard
two.
Homecoming too. Motherfucker came on. I'm like, what the fuck is this bootleg shit? It looks so bad.
Ain't nobody from the first one come to the homecoming.
Yep.
So bad. So bad.
Yo, they made it How High too, didn't they?
They did with DC Young Fly and
Yachty.
Lil Yachty.
Did you see
Really?
it?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I tried, but I
I
couldn't finish.
refused. I refused.
I didn't like the first time.
Don't get me wrong. The first,
What?
The
I
first
really
How
like
High is a classic.
I ain't
Nigga
really like
said
it.
he didn't like
I
How
ain't really
High.
like it. I ain't
I
really
don't
like it.
blame him. I don't blame him because the reason why I don't blame him is because it's like it wasn't the best script. Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of stuff they was winging it.
can't believe
you know
my
what I'm saying?
ears, yo.
It was to me. It was funny. To me, it was funny.
Get him. Yo.
Because to me, it seemed like Method Man and Redman was just being themselves.
Exactly. That's what made it like. Nigga said you got
was
the
aight.
Barca Buddha. The skin Barca Buddha.
He took a dump in the
Look
middle of your
at
face.
Yo. Nigga, that
was
movie was
aight.
funny as hell.
Gamma, one word, bitches.
Yo, did they make a White Chicks too?
No, they've been talking about it, but I don't know.
Shit.
I don't even think they. I don't know if they could. I don't know if they could do that again.
Yo, time fucking flies. The first How High was 2001. The second one was 2019.
Yeah, bro.
These gaps between these movies is
It's
crazy.
crazy because they trying to recreate. You can't recreate nostalgia.
Like I watched the whole fucking Marvel universe in 10 years. Like,
Facts.
y'all need to step y'all fucking
Yo,
production
speaking of
up.
that, they got a new Spider Verse coming out. A movie. Yeah, I can't wait to see that or not.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they got. It's gonna be coming out in.
I can't wait to see that.
When is it coming out? Spider-Verse slings into the sequel. I just read what you call it, but that's the name of the title of the article. But the name is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, I saw the first one, so I got to see that one.
Yeah.
All right, but
That's the
quick
animated
question.
one?
Yeah.
True villain, true villain of Stomp the Yard.
Hold on.
Megan
Megan
Good.
good.
Megan Good.
Yeah. She cheated on her man. Like what you mean?
Talk about.
Megan Good.
How was Megan
Oh, and the father. Megan Good's father. Megan Good and Megan Good's father was villains.
So they was the villains as a family.
The
Yes.
father, I think the father was seen as the villain. I think everyone kind of could have saw it.
But that was messy though, because the Columbus Short uncle was with his wife. That was with Megan Good's dad.
His
Yeah.
uncle is the true villain.
Yeah. You said the uncle is the true villain?
The uncle is the true
That
villain.
shit all started because of him.
Nah, it wasn't an uncle. It was the wife.
It was the
It
one.
was the aunt.
She,
She the one who picked. She chose.
she
She the true
choosy.
villain.
She choosy.
She
She's
the
the
true
true
villain.
villain.
You see how you blame the woman?
Nah. You gotta watch out. But you gotta watch out for these orange things. All right. So who else?
Columbus Short.
Columbus. You think he was a villain?
He got Chris Brown killed.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a villain.
Yeah.
He's a villain.
I ain't gonna lie. My hating ass.
College wasn't meant for Columbus Short. It was for Chris.
Yeah. He even said it.
That wasn't for him.
You
That was for
you
Chris.
can't call Columbus the villain. I told you, he hit the move at the end.
That
Knucklehead.
If you go back and watch some of those moves, trash ass moves. Y'all girls were just excited.
But you
the
had a
sound
couple-
effects, that shit was like,
You had a couple.
nigga did this.
Yeah. Nigga just slid on his elbow. Remember that shit?
The elbow was crazy.
When Chris Brown did it. When he did it for that show, like, the last
the
one.
end, yeah.
It ain't the same. Nigga put on the glove.
Right.
Nigga in slow motion.
It's like basically a cartwheel. Nigga like,
do that shit.
alright.
Nigga, elbow gonna be hurt. You gonna get rug burn on your elbow.
You know what
nigga.
that shit was crazy? Remember?
That skin gonna be.
Yo, I would not do that
That
shit.
spin move though that he did in the pool was trash. Nigga, they said they had a whole empty pool for that move.
I'm like, yo, why you dancing in the pool?
Oh yeah, then homie
And the
did
nigga
it
was
at the
recording it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did it at the end. I'm
Nigga
like,
looked
yeah.
him in his eyes.
Yeah. This is all you got. This is
Come on.
the best you could do.
And that's the thing that got me. Dumbass, you did the same whack ass move he was doing in the pool tub or whatever you want to call it.
He thought he was stealing something hot. Now that shit. Listen, I could rewatch that. Like that's a good movie. They shouldn't have made a second one. I think they learned that the hard way.
All right. So we was talking about Baby Boy earlier, right?
Yeah.
And we said Baby Boy is a childhood movie. All right. So the true villain of Baby Boy.
I said it was Jody, but you said otherwise.
I said it's a vet.
Yeah.
I'm going with Jody.
A vet is
Jody.
a true villain.
But you had a good reason.
A vet is a true villain.
What's
all
your
right?
reason? What's your argument?
All right, boom. So Jody in the movie is 19, right? A vet is 22. Already right there, robbing the cradle.
Robbing the cradle.
And then on top of that, my man Jody, he don't got his life together, but he's 19, right? He already got a kid by another woman, right? Got a kid by a vet. This lady's over here telling his business to
nigga
her
in jail.
ex that she don't got no kid by or nothing like that. Her ex that's in jail. Telling his business to everything. And then when Jody picks up the phone and it's the nigga Rodney on the other side of the phone,
Played
he was
by
like,
Snoop
"Oh,
Dogg."
played by Snoop Dogg. Oh, this is Jody, the one that can't take care of his responsibility as a freaking man.
Yeah, you can't. Don't be
The
don't
one
be
that
putting
lived with
bad
his
dirt on
mama?
his name. Don't be putting dirt on his
The
name.
one that's living with my baby girl, that got my baby girl pregnant. Like, I'm like, baby girl. So you sitting there boo loving with this nigga in jail.
Think about it this way: this nigga was taking her car and fucking bitches in it.
Bro,
How you?
He was the villain.
you boo loving with niggas in jail.
He wasn't
a
taking
toxic-
care of his responsibilities as a man.
Yo, he came on a bike to get his son. On a bike.
That's a shame. But at least he was
He was
you know,
there.
he was there. That's the main thing. He was trying.
By any means.
but he got his shit together at the end.
So when Rodney got out of jail and showed up at the vet door, right? And she let him stay there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
villainous behavior.
Yeah, definitely.
That is villainous
That
behavior.
is toxic.
Come on now.
You know who was really Tyrese Mans?
What's his name? Pee Wee. PG.
That nigga was funny as hell. Remember when he punched the nigga down? Yeah, he stole my bike. It was him picking shit up. Oh, you tough, huh? Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
got
here.
heart. Boom.
That was
funny.
another 2001 movie. And let me tell you, the margins was real thin on that one. The budget was 16 million. Box office, 29.
Damn.
But how much did it cost to make the movie?
16.
16 million to make Baby Boy?
Yeah.
And the box office was what?
29.
Million?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
No.
No? They kind of doubled it, didn't they?
No, they ain't double.
Almost.
Nah.
29 million, you spent 16? You almost double.
Nigga, you almost broke even.
Right. So that's double.
That's not
That's
double.
almost double. You almost got what
You was in the whole 16. Right?
16 is 16 is 32 or 36. It's 32, right?
32.
Yeah. You got 29. You almost double.
No, you got your money back. You got your money back.
Nigga, you got your money back plus more.
A little bit more.
A little bit.
Nigga, almost double, like I said. I know what I'm saying.
No.
Nigga, what?
You
Look,
made
yo.
almost double, but you was already in the hole.
You wasn't in the hole because you got your money back. You got 20.
You started off in the hole. You spent the 16, right? You spent the 16 million to make the movie.
The 16 million, right?
So now you negative. You on that side of the number line.
Cause you already spent 16.
Yeah.
So you not. So you.
And
not
you
gonna-
made 29.
You made
Yes.
29 back. So
So
you,
you
got
gotta-
to 16
From your
Yeah.
16 back to 0,
Uh-huh.
and then you add the rest.
Exactly. And that rest is almost, like you said, the same amount. So he almost made double.
I don't think you understand.
I do understand. But when you invest your money,
All right, boom.
when you invest your money and get it back, it's count as double.
That's 13. They made 13 million.
Thank you, Shake.
Out of what?
They sp-
Look, he
He spent 16.
Yeah,
right?
right, yeah.
They made 29.
Exactly.
So that means they made 13
He
million.
made, like I
profit.
said, they almost made double.
No, bro, they made 13 million. Because they was 16 in the hole. So they covered their 16. They got 13 million left. You didn't make shit.
Mathematically, right? Yes, they almost got to 32 million
Exactly.
in the box office.
Yes.
But what we're saying, they're not profiting 32 million. They profited 13 million.
I understand that, but when people say double, they count what they invested. Yeah, you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
That's what people say, yo. I put 100 in, I got back 200. I double up my bread. That's what people say. I double up. Yeah, you know that?
If you put in 100 and then you got back 2, you made $100.
You made $100, but they said they
And
doubled up.
You got back the
Because
100.
they use it as a loss. I lost it.
what
When
I'm
I
saying.
put the money in, I lost it. Like, it wasn't mine no more. It came back as 2. I doubled up my
So
bread.
you got your 100 back on top of another 100.
I doubled up my bread.
That's not double.
If I double $1, what is it?
$2.
Next.
But no, that's what I'm
I
saying.
agree with you, but he did just drop a bomb.
Bro, if I put out,
Drop the mic.
no, don't drop the mic.
Down the Marco, down the
If I bet $1, right? I bet $1, my dollar going. Then I win $2 back. I didn't double. I just got I won $1.
Right.
That's how y'all see it. But I'm telling you.
That's what it is.
I'm telling you, you're
Gus,
wrong.
Gus got a
Yo, read
business.
the comments. Read the
Gus
comments.
got a business degree. You know what I mean?
Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know.
I'm just out here drawing shit.
Read the comments. You gonna play CeeLo?
Yo, Drew in the chat, what's good? What's good?
Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out Bello in the
Dice.
chat.
You also said for what's the movie we was talking about? It was a good one. It was a good one. It was a good one. Love and Basketball. You said that
Oh, Quincy was the villain.
Quincy was a villain.
Quincy
I
was-
agree.
I think we all agree there.
Quincy was a shit.
I ain't
But it
feel
was a
bad.
beautiful love story.
I ain't
But
feel bad
he
for
was-
that nigga.
He was a shit.
The thing that got me, you know what? Whatchamacallit was her own villain too.
Sanaa Lathan?
Yeah. Fucking, what you waiting for this nigga for? And then
She didn't wait for him. She didn't.
She waited for
She
him.
was, but then she had to decide. She
yeah.
overcame
Right.
it. She did overcome
She
it.
went overseas,
Yeah.
right? She became a banker.
Yeah.
Then
Fire banker. I would have bagged that.
she look good.
Tried.
I ain't gonna lie. But then,
said
right?
what? You said
She
what?
one of my first crushes.
She look good. She look good. No, I ain't gonna
She was one of my first crushes.
lie. But then,
Two of them was in that movie.
You a hoe.
Kyla Pratt was one of my crushes in that movie. And Sanaa Lathan. Shit.
Kyla Pratt? Mid. Go ahead.
Kyla Pratt is mid.
That's crazy.
Kyla Pratt is mid.
Crazy. Back in the day, she was fire. She's still
Kyla
beautiful
Pratt
now,
is
but
mid, bro.
that's crazy.
Nah, bro, she.
That's like saying Keke Palmer mid.
Nah, she is. But Kyla Pratt is mid.
Keke Palmer mid?
Keke Palmer mid. Yo, wait, time out. Kyla Pratt don't look better than Keke Palmer,
No, it's not about a better than.
bro.
But you
Sir.
wild. Y'all both wild.
No, you're wildin'.
Y'all both got
You're
strikes.
not-
Y'all
You're
both
not,
got strikes.
you're not gonna
Y'all
put.
both got strikes, yo.
You're not gonna put Aquila in the B
Don't do that.
in front of
Nah, come on.
in
Don't
front
do
of
that.
in front
Come
of
on.
Penny Proud.
Come on.
That's what you're not gonna do.
Come
Said
on.
Penny Proud.
Right. Right. Nah, man. That's crazy, yo.
Nah,
Now,
bro.
what was y'all crushes? What was y'all crushes real fast?
Crushes. All right. That's not even her. So I would say
Kyla Pratt's mid.
I would say Megan Good for sure. Megan Good, Kyla Pratt.
Yes.
Um,
Lauren London.
Lauren London.
London.
Lauren London.
She didn't do it for me. I ain't gonna lie. I
did?
know she was pretty, but like dudes, like I was around like,
Oh.
like niggas was like, yo, I was like,
My sleeper, Keisha from Belly. Keisha from Belly was fire.
that nice oiled up skin.
Dark skin, tall.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I was jealous.
All right.
I was like, DMX ain't deserve
All
that.
right.
R.P. the dog.
You know who was fire? One of my. All right. So I have, Regina King.
My fault. And that girl from
Not Regina King. Regina Hall.
remember that movie Class Act with Kid and Play?
No.
You don't remember that movie?
Oh, let me see.
Look up Class Act and there was that dark skin. Oh, I forgot her name, but she was gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yo, you know what's funny? At one point, I thought Class Act was House Party. Is it one of these? Nah, but Regina Hall, she's on my list. Keke Palmer, Kyla Pratt, Sanaa Lathan, Megan Good, Shorty that was in
Shorty, that was
Takina Arnold's at one point.
Tashina Arnold?
Tashina.
Tashina.
My bad. Shorty from Shorty from the Bernie Mac show. Bernie Mac's wife in that.
Oh, yeah, she was fire. She was fire. She was
yeah.
fire. She was
Yo.
fire. Oh, Francesca from the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, fancy?
Fancy, yeah.
Fancy pants?
Wanda.
Wanda.
Wanda was fire. Fancy,
Remember you told me you had a crush on Wanda Sykes?
nah, I ain't never said that.
You ain't said that was you?
Nah.
No, that was Drew.
Nah, you stupid. It was Drew. It was Drew. Shit. Nah. That's it. What about you, Austin? What you got?
Shit. Oh, no. I can't even think.
Oh, rest in peace. I forgot her real name, but she played Myra on Family Matters.
Oh wow. Oh, her, yeah.
Rest in peace. She was way better
Let's
than
get her
Laura.
name.
Laura was the villain of that show. Laura was the villain of Family Matters because she tried to change Steve and then wanted him at the end when he was himself. You're wicked, all right? Oh, now it's time for so long.
All right. Michelle Thomas, is that her?
Yeah.
Michelle Thomas.
Yeah. R.I.P. She was beautiful.
Right. Yo, Vivica A. Fox used to be fired too.
Yeah, but then she did something to her face
Yeah,
and made her eyes all little.
Oh, Vivica Fox. What you say?
Yo, I'm crazy. She said she made her eyes all little.
Lisa Ray was fired too.
Lisa
was
Ray.
fired.
Oh,
Lisa
yeah.
Ray was fired. Lisa Ray.
That's the GOAT right there. That's the GOAT.
Lisa Ray should have been a porn star.
Yo.
What, yo?
Would have never left the house.
Oh, who?
Damn.
Oh, remember Shorty from The Wood? Like I forgot her name. She was fired too. I had a crush on her when I seen The Wood.
Oh, the one that played the child version of Sanaa Lathan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was fired.
Alicia? That's her name in the movie?
Tamala Jones is fired.
Yeah, the one who he smacked her butt, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, she
Cracked that nigga.
Yo, she was fired. Oh man, her lips. Yo, it'd be the lips. It'd be the lips for me. The lips. Yo, when I was kid.
All right, take it easy, my man. That motherfucker was just breaking down.
I'm thinking about the simple things that was fire when I was a kid. Like Shorty, she was moist. Like she had a good skincare regimen. Like, you know, face all shiny and hydrated. You know, she had the Vaseline on the cocoa butter on.
She had that glow.
She had that lip gloss all shiny and shit. Man. Then they had the ponytail. I'm talking about as a kid.
The ponytail slick.
When I was a kid, just to be clear.
The ponytail slick back. And then
Yep.
sometimes they would have the ponytail with the bang.
With the bang.
The bang, right?
Shit. Back in the day.
When I was young, I'm not a kid
anymore.
But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Back in the day.
When they had the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Yo, remember baby fat jeans? Yo.
With the cat
With the jacket, with the baby fat jacket.
Cat with the jacket. We went from that to juicy sweats.
Yeah, the juicy sweats.
Couture.
Yeah, you couldn't just be any girl rocking the juicies. You had to be juicy.
Or just look like an empty carton of milk.
Just look
Like a saggy diaper.
just say oozy.
You stupid. Yo, I've seen the asses with the letters missing. Yo, they washed it too
Tina
much.
Show, we definitely talked off track. We just chat.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Yo, we have no, we don't have time for the calling right now.
Do we?
Wait, the Tina Show, who's not the financial advisor?
Yeah, who is? Let's clarify.
Let's clarify that. Who's
Obviously,
not?
man, look, I'm saying when you invest, this is my final argument. When you invest your money or when you put your money out there, it's a negative because you don't have it anymore.
Correct.
Right.
Right? When you return it, and that means you doubled it if you made profit. Now, if you just got your money back, that's when you break even. You didn't make no money. But if you got money back, you doubled it. Like if you got this equal amount that you invested, you doubled it. You doubled your bread.
All right, but the argument was, this is my closing arguments, all right? What we were saying was they spent $16 million, right?
Yes.
I ain't going back to school.
Right?
I just put that out there.
They spent $16 million, right?
Yes.
They earned 29. So that means they covered their $16 million. So if we go look at earnings,
13 mil.
they earned $13 million.
I said they almost doubled it. That was
They ain't double shit.
They
not
almost
listening.
doubled it.
No, brother.
They're $3,000 away from doubling it.
Yeah, I think y'all saying the same.
$3 grand. $3 grand. They
$3,000.
3 million. No, we talking
my
millions.
bad,
We
my
talking
bad,
millions,
bad.
my brother.
3 million. My bad. My bad.
talking
3
millions.
million. 3
See,
million.
that's why we don't let Gus handle
Small talk with
3
Gus.
million.
3 grand.
My bad.
No,
They're
we
3
talking
million away
millions.
from. That's just a little bit. 3 million away from double.
Now y'all saying the same thing though. He's saying they doubled it because
They almost doubled it. That's what I said.
because they did more to break. But we're talking profits.
And I was,
So we all good. We can all be financial advisors.
Word.
Nah, not y'all. Anywho,
Are we wrong?
Listen, this is why we kicking. Listen,
I said
we not-
y'all was saying that I was wrong.
I just acknowledge that y'all both right. We all right, and we could be financial advisors. Why you got to go there?
You want to ruin the group.
because you see, in America,
Gus is the
they
real
know how
villain
to
of your Mans
divide.
and them live. Gus is the villain. Gus is the real villain.
If we had to have a villain for your Mans and them live, the real villain,
Is Bello?
Kyrie.
Oh,
Kyrie.
Kyrie's the real
is the
villain.
real
State your
villain.
argument.
We'll do that on the next episode.
Next
Gus.
Your
episode.
Mans and them live. You are now watching Your Mans and them live. You just finished watching Your Mans and them live. Well, first off, shout out to everybody that's here.
Shout out Tina Show. Shout out Andrew Bello. Sir Bello.
Andrew below.
Shout out A Melody. Kyrie Class, we see you in the chat. I saw Peter Akin in there. Shout out Peter Akin. Shout out Lily Wilson.
Same
Welcome
music.
back, y'all.
Big Joe.
Shout out Big Joe.
Lily.
Cabrera, we see you, Cabrera. I forgot the first name. Jackie. We got you, Jackie.
You are now watching Your Mans and them live. Yo,
Listen.
happy New Year to
No,
everybody.
don't say that.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're going to achieve our goals. Make sure we stay disciplined. That's the word of the day. Discipline. Discipline. You just finished watching Your Mans and them live. I'm your man's Gus the Third.
Yes, sir. I'm your man's Austin Felix.
And I'm your man, Shakespeare.
In the Rhythm Studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is Your Mans and Them Live. Kick a freestyle, Gus.
Yo, listen. Hold on. As I catch the beat, I freestyle. Off the tone, off the dome. Nigga, you about to go home. Got the chrome. Yeah.
Hold on. We need the classic Shake freestyle. Shake ain't freestyle on the.
We don't need that.
We don't.
Nah, come on.
I got him next
Let's
time.
go.
Don't worry.
Nah,
Next time.
come on.
Nigga
What you
hate it,
got?
bro.
You done did your whole little spit pack tone shit. You going?
Yeah, I'm not even proud of that. That was trash.
All right, we out of here.
Peace out. You are now watching Your Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Your Mans and them live.